I welcome you in this class for IAS Economics optional paper at Economics Academy, Dr. Mukherjee Nagar, near Batra Cinema. Closed. Coaching classes started in Batra Cinema. This is the hub of coaching institute. This Economics Academy is situated in first floor of Ansel Building Commercial Complex. I congratulate those who have reached Delhi, and I expect that they will return from here with at least one job, class 1 job in their pocket. Today's topic is quantity theory of money of Milton Friedman. Milton Friedman is a Nobel Prize economist. Milton Friedman is Nobel Prize winner economist. Milton Friedman said that my quantity theory is not a new thing. This is in fact Fisherman version of quantity theory of money, which was wrongly rejected by Marshall Pigou Keynes. And he has attacked on Keynes because Keynes had fully rejected cash balance approach as well as Fisherman quantity theory of money. James Keynes rejected Fisherman approach of quantity theory of money, that is known as transaction approach. Quantity theory of money, transaction approach. Price is directly and proportionately related to quantity of money. If you increase quantity of money 10%, general price level will increase by 10%. This is called direct and proportional relationship between M and P. This was established by Irving Fisher in 1911 in his book The Purchasing Power of Money. This was rejected by S.C. Pigou in 1917 in his book Value of Money. Thereafter, Alfred Marshall supported cash balance approach in 1919 in his book in Trade and Industry and Trade. And also this theory was supported by James Keynes in his book A Tract on Monetary Reform, published in 1923. But what is difference? Difference that P is directly and proportionately related to M. M rises 10%, P will rise 10%. This was rejected by Keynes. Keynes said that this is not true on the basis of elasticity of price with respect to money, elasticity of demand with respect to money, elasticity of output, elasticity of employment, elasticity of wage, elasticity of price. Overall, he said E, a small e, is elasticity in the economy of general price level with level to quantity of money. He said that if E is equal to 1, then Fisher will be all right. P will be directly and proportionately related to M. But Keynes say that in real life, E is always less than 1. In a capitalistic economy, if money is increased, demand increased, output increased, but wage will not increase by 100%. Everything will increase, But capitalists will not increase wage rate by 100%. Will not increase the employment by 100%. They will use the older labor through part-time, overtime. So who will be benefited? Employer. Workers' salary, workers' wages will not increase 100%. So E cannot be equal to 1. This was proved by Keynes in his book, The General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money, in 1936. And he said, the reformulation of quantity theory of money, reformulated quantity theory of money in 1936. He rejected the old quantity theory of money established by Fisher. And he also rejected cash balance approach. Which was supported by him in 1923 in his book Tract on Monetary Reform. But after that he has written a book, Treatise on Money, and then he has written a book, The General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money, in 1936. In this book, he finally rejected cash balance approach. His own theory, Marshallian theory, SCPGO theory, he rejected all these, so this was not correct. So, he said that Fisher's quantity theory is classical theory, first given by Fisher in 1911. Keynes finally rejected 100% this theory in 1936 by his reformulated quantity theory of money. This was a great challenge to American economists because Fisher was American economist. What was the powerful criticism? Powerful criticism of Keynesian theory, of Fisherian theory, attacked by Keynes, that money is increased 10%, then first effect will be on interest rate, which Fisher did not tell about that. This is dichotomy. If you are increasing money supply in the economy, what will be the first effect? Interest rate will fall in money market. But you jumped towards commodity market price level. But this is wrong. If you increase money supply, then money supply will be increased in which market? Commodity market or money market?
Money market.
Money market. Speak loudly so that your energy also is spent. Don't conserve your energy. If money is increased, in which market first effect will be noticed?
Money market.
Money market. Which market?
Money market.
But Keynes said the price will rise. Which market? Commodity market. This is a mistake pointed out by Keynes. He said that this is money market, this is commodity market. Here money. Money is increased here. The effect should be in this market. But you are saying that effect will be this thing. This is called dichotomy. A term is denoted. This is a issue of dichotomy. हिंदी में उसको बोलते हैं दुई विभक्त, दो भाग में बटा हुआ है, यहाँ असर होना चाहिए, वहाँ आप दिखा रहे हैं. This is dichotomy problem. And another problem, the missing is interest rate. You are dealing with money supply and you never tell about interest rate. And you are talking about the commodity market price rise, price rise. This is the great finding of Keynes at that time. Milton Friedman did research work. And he said that even if we add interest rate, in Fisherman theory, there will be direct and proportional relationship between money supply and price level set by Fisher will be re-established today. He said that Keynes was right saying about the interest rate, because he said that this is M. This is money market. This is interest rate. This is commodity market. This will be investment. So if money increases 10%, then the first effect will be in which market? Money market, not this.
Commodity market.
And what will be the effect? Interest rate will fall. Interest rate will fall. Interest rate will fall. This will have impact on investment. This will have impact on liquidity function. This will have interest on consumption function. Consumption function. So this will be these three. Interest rate falls, then it will have effect upon consumption function. This is C, investment function. This is I, liquidity function. This is L. So what is missing? That M will lead to R. R will have effect upon C, upon I, upon L, and all will have effect upon aggregate demand function. Aggregate demand function. And then its effect will be on effective demand. Effective demand. We all know that effective demand means what? Aggregate supply demand function equal to aggregate supply function. This is effective demand. Hicks has not given any diagram, but this is illustrated by Hansen and Dillard. Hansen and W. Dillard. I have shown diagram related to Keynes. He said that what will be the effect? You say that aggregate demand function, effective demand. But if R falls, then I rises, L rises, C rises. But Keynes says that C is constant in the short run. Short run. He takes I, and I will lead to increase in effective demand. Effective demand will increase. If effective demand will increase, effective demand will also increase. So you look here. Aggregate demand function increases and I increases, I rises by fall in interest rate. So James Keynes had finally rejected and scientifically established that there cannot be direct relationship between quantity of money and price level. Such a complex. He said that in aggregate demand, what we see, investment, liquidity preference, consumption, if all things are constant, then investment will rise, aggregate demand will rise. Look here, employment will rise. This is called effective demand. This is called effective demand. This is called effective demand. He has given proof that Fisher theory is impossible to establish in a capitalist economy direct and purpose relation. He said that Fisher said that P is directly related to M. Keynes says yes, if E is equal to 1. No, if E is less than 1. You have to take a photograph. I will remove this. Run into the pause करो. So Keynes in his book, worldwide, this book is very famous. And what a student has sent me on WhatsApp that I have bought it, personal copy through Amazon book. Can say that in real life, there cannot be 12 degree in thermometer because people will die. In thermometer, it starts from 96, 94, 5 and end to 106, 107, 108. After that, brain hemorrhage and person may die. No company will produce a thermometer of this type that you will die, but I will give you the number. No, because it is not feasible. It is not feasible that person may survive. Brain hemorrhage takes place at the rate of 106, 107, 108. 6 तक अगर सर्वाइव कर भी गया बॉडी 7 आते आते फट जाएगा, नस फटेगा. तो कहते हैं कि कभी उससे ज्यादा नहीं होगा. The E cannot be more than 1. Why? Because you will increase anything up to 100%. 100% से ज्यादा कोई काम नहीं ना होगा. परसेंट में कितना होता है?
100.
तो मोर देन 1 होने का मतलब मोर देन 100%.
That's the maximum point.
मोर देन 100% इज एबनॉर्मलिटी.
Yes, sir.
जैसे आपका हाइट क्या हुआ था 5 फीट 6 इंच अभी है, वैसे 12-14 फीट तक जा सकते हैं. तो नॉनसेंस बात हो गया कि एशिया में 6 फीट 1 इंच 2 इंच मैक्सिमम है, रेयर है. तो तुम 8 फीट कैसे बोल रहे हो? ना कहीं हो जाएंगे. इम्पॉसिबल. कोई भी चीज मैक्सिमम बढ़ेगा तो 100%. कुछ डालने से जो होगा तो 100%. तो प्राइस लेवल जो है फॉर इकोनॉमिस्ट की 100% बढ़ेगा. तो 200% का थ्योरी देना जरूरी है कि 100 को काटना जरूरी है? पहला तो उसको काट देना कि तो 100 होगा ही नहीं. तो 100 जब नहीं होगा तो 200 होगा. बात को पहले समझो. 100 जब नहीं होगा तो 200 कैसे होगा? This is the actual thing that E will be less than 1. है ना? अब स्टार्ट कीजिए. है ना? तो elasticity of this is elasticity of price with respect to money. This is elasticity of demand with respect to money. And E is elasticity of price. EP is elasticity of price with respect to effective demand. Keynes said that E is always equal to ED into EP. राइट डाउन. दोनों का फार्मूला लिखिए. फार्मूला ऊपर हम दे दिए हैं. टेक फ्रॉम देयर एंड सॉल्व. टू भी सॉल्व करो तो इतना आता है. 2 को फार्मूला दिया हुआ है और तीसरा फार्मूला आपको निकालना है. और नीचे इक्वेशन दे दिए हैं. तो ई का इक्वेशन निकालिए.
इक्वल आ रहा है.
M by delta M into
राइट हैंड साइड में क्या है? ईडी का फार्मूला डेल्टा डी बाई
डेल्टा एम.
डेल्टा एम. एम बाई डी.
सर आ गया.
डेल्टा पी बाई डेल्टा
डी.
डी.
By
डी बाई
delta P.
डी. राइट हैंड साइड को
डेल्टा डी से डेल्टा डी कट जाएगा.
डी
डी से डी कट जाएगा. और डेल्टा M by
डेल्टा
P by
डेल्टा
delta
एम
into
एम बाई पी.
A. तो
proved by Jenkins. It means there is no direct relationship between quantity of money and price level. It is via effective demand and via elasticity of price. Fisher did not show the basic thing, the elasticity of demand and elasticity of price, and neglected commodity market. This is called dichotomy problem. Jumping from leaving the money market, jumping to the commodity market, and without mentioning this concept of elasticity and what is the relationship. So dichotomy problem was raised because no mention of interest rate. In money market, he did not touch, Fisher did not touch, and money market is related to interest rate. And no reference to the commodity market. He had not discussed a commodity market through effective demand, investment, and commodity market related to price elasticity of effective demand. Therefore, scientifically, Keynes has rejected Fisherian quantity theory of money on the basis of dichotomy, on the basis of neglecting commodity market, on the basis of jumping from frying pan to fire, not to the consumer. So, we will continue this discussion that how Milton Friedman has criticized Keynes and again re-establishes Fisher quantity theory of money under the name of Restatement of quantity theory of money. Keynes rejected Fisherian quantity theory of money and given the name reformulation of the quantity theory of money. Milton Friedman rejected Keynes by showing interest rate, by showing commodity market, by showing wealth market, by showing bond market, by showing equity